What's going on, New York Giants fans? Back at it here with another New York Giants video. And in this video, I want to talk about Big Blue's recent free agent signing an offensive lineman, J.C. Hassenauer, the former Pittsburgh Steeler, who they agreed to terms with today on a one-year deal. This is a player the Giants brought in for a visit back on March 22nd. And I'm very excited to talk about this acquisition and what it means for the Giants heading into the NFL draft and the state of their offensive line in 2023. But before I dive too far into this, folks, make sure to go check us out if you're new on all of our social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. We appreciate everyone supporting us, continued support throughout the course of the years here, continuing to grow. And J.C. Hassenauer is a great depth addition to this football team. First off, I want to say is that, yes, he did visit the Giants 2 weeks ago. Between the combine, the pro days going on, it's been a busy time for Joe Schoen and this team. The Giants have also visited with several other players. But J.C. Hassenauer, previously with the Pittsburgh Steelers since 2019, he's played 627 total offensive snaps. And with the Giants losing both Nick Gates and John Feliciano via free agency, the Giants needed a stopgap filler like a J.C. Hassenauer for the 2023 season and potentially beyond. He may have an opportunity to start this season, depending on what happens in the draft. He also has 173 special team snaps, which is interesting. He's just 27 years old, and he's originally an undrafted free agent out of Alabama back in 2018. He was signed to Atlanta Falcons as a UDFA, made their practice squad. Now, this guy, not the biggest guy. He's 6'2", 305. He has 45 games of NFL experience under his belt, 7 starts, all 7 of those starts coming with the Pittsburgh Steelers. His interior offensive line flexibility ranges between center and left guard, primarily 5 career starts at center, 2 at left guard. 4 of his 7 starts came in 2020, 3 came in 2021 before he had I believe he tore his pectoral that ended his season back late November of 2021. But last year, he played in all 17 games for the Steelers, and I believe he had a start at center. And when I'm looking at this Giants roster compared to J.C. Hassenauer, the only other player with center experience to this degree is Bredeson, who, again, was traded to the Giants in late 2021. So you're looking at Bredeson, J.C. Hassenauer, Jack Anderson, who had 50 snaps at center with the Eagles a couple years back. So you're looking at those 3 guys and saying right now those 3 are probably the top candidates to be the starting center heading into 2023. Of course, that could change come the NFL draft. But here's the connection with Hassenauer. He was a reserve offensive lineman back when Giants head coach Brian Daboll was the Alabama Crimson Tide offensive coordinator back in 2017, and Hassenauer started the national title game at center. To go over his snap count, he's pretty good in pass protection, which, again, is not easy to find among a lot of interior linemen in this day and age. 545 regular season snaps at center, 147 at left guard. He's allowed just 12 total pressures and 0 sacks throughout the course of his NFL career. So J.C. Hassenauer is a signing that I really like. I was hoping the Giants did it a little bit sooner, but they got it done. I'm thrilled. Again, this allows the Giants to get even more draft flexibility because you're looking at the draft. I still expect the Giants to draft the center, but you're looking at John Michael Schmitz out of Minnesota, Joe Tippmann out of Wisconsin, Luke Whippler out of Ohio State, and potentially a guy like Jarrett Patterson out of Notre Dame. Those are probably the 4 options the Giants are looking at for the center position. But again, Hassenauer, excellent depth signing, a lot more flexibility now at the position. I feel a little bit better going into the draft, knowing we don't have to force a center pick on day 1 or day 2 if it's not there. And worst case scenario, have these guys compete for the offensive line starting center spot in the offseason. But it would be nice to have the center position solidified and maybe have one of these guys compete with Shane Lemieux at left guard instead. I'd rather them all compete at left guard because You can't fill every hole on a roster every offseason, but the center position is very important, and you want long-term chemistry between that center and the Giants quarterback, Daniel Jones, because the center is the most important position on the offensive line in terms of a relationship with a quarterback, directly speaking. So J.C. Hassenauer is the newest member of the New York Football Giants, folks. Once again, make sure to check out our sponsor, BetUS. You can sign up with our promo code below at Join125. Get a 125% sign-up bonus where you can bet on the go, anywhere, anytime. That's BetUS, America's #1 favorite sports book, where the game begins. Appreciate you all. Check us out on all of our social media, folks. And without further ado, let's go Big Blue.